Like, I know when I started in the beginning, I just felt kind of, like I said, bad because I'm like, I'm older. Like, I feel like I wasted a couple years, like I wasted a degree. And now I'm like trying to like get a second bachelor's. But what I realized is, yeah, my experience has definitely helped me in the long run. And so I would say, like, even if you're transitioning to something like the total 180, the skills that you have learned are definitely going to be beneficial to a new career. You just have to see how it's going to fit into that. Hi, my name is Kristen Eck. I participated in the WIOA adult program with Patsy. I recently obtained my Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and I will be taking my NCLEX, which will be my license test to become a registered nurse. And I am a former employee of Workforce Solutions. We've known each other for a couple years, and I moved out here. I had just turned 22. So kind of in a way, she saw me like grow up into my adulthood. And so I feel like that's just been very rewarding to like share this experience with somebody that, I already have this relationship with and I care for. And I know that she'll continue to support me, well into my career. I always wanted to help people. And so like just working at Workforce, it was great. It's like, I'm helping people find what they want to do, like their next career. And so I guess, a couple years in, just like, well, what do I want to do with my life? Like, I really do like working with people, but I feel like social work for me wasn't as challenging and it's like kind of limited in opportunity. So I feel like I was definitely blessed that I knew about labor market information through Workforce. So I was able to, okay, like if I'm going to make a career change, what is something that is sustainable and has a lot of opportunities, and I, won't end up, like maybe in this kind of program again or something like that. Nursing just seems to be the thing, because I would talk to a couple nurses that I had met with in like just different orientation meetings, and they're like, oh, yeah, nursing's a lot. And unfortunately, I got laid off, and right now I'm just taking the break. Like I already have job offers, so I know I can get back to work as soon as I want to. So I could just see like, okay, like, they have consistent work and they're stable and, they make decent money compared to what I was making before. So I was just, how can I advance myself? Because like I love helping other people advance their lives, but I was like, I felt like it was time for me to do something for myself. Like how Patsy helped me was just the support. A lot of times, I'd be like, oh, this is so hard. Like it's hard to stay motivated. And, by sending her like weekly and monthly timesheets, let her know my progress, she would ask, okay, well, I see you're struggling here. Like, what can I do to help? Do you want to talk about it? So, just having that support person there to help me. I feel like this program helped me stay accountable, because I'm like, I'm doing this for myself, but I have somebody else here that is like encouraging me to keep going. And, they're kind of holding me to like, okay, you set out this goal. We're helping you get through this goal. There's things you need to do to maintain this goal. And we're just going to be here to help you, whether it's, have that heart to heart or just be like, hey, like you're almost there. Don't give up. Like you've come this far, so far. So just keep going. So yeah, just definitely just kind of helping with, my mentality of like, okay, it's hard right now, but there is like this big goal in mind and it's going to be easy in the end. Definitely like with anything, it's definitely going to be scary. But if you're kind of undecided, like, I know I want to do something new, I just don't know what it is. So like definitely there's so many resources that not only, Workforce provides, but like just, like the BLS or like labor market information, like, or just like people going on Indeed and looking like who's hiring and what kind of careers are they hiring for, like, looking at that growth, because it's just, unfortunately, you don't want to get into a new career that's, on like declining. You want to make sure if you're going to improve your life, it's going to be for like the long run. So I would definitely say start there. So for me, for my particular program, I did not get tuition assistance just because of the school that I went to. They would have to get like, more paperwork from the actual university, which was kind of difficult to get. So unfortunately, I didn't get tuition assistance, but pretty much I had these timesheets. So every time I traveled either to school to go to like a sim lab or I went to like the hospital to do a clinical, I would have my instructor signed off that I was there for that day and how many hours. So I would get reimbursed that $10 for gas that day. And then also, yeah, with my license, I paid my license fee, which was $200. And then I just sent Patsy the receipt like, hey, it's all paid for. And so I got like a check for reimbursement to pay for that. Working with a case worker that's definitely like just dedicated not only to their job, but to helping you and like besides we have all these boxes we have to check, like really just checking with you, like, why do you want to do this? Like, what drives you to keep doing this? And so I feel like Patsy was really good at that. Just keep on reminding me, like, there is a bigger picture, like you're going to get there. Like, look how far you've already come. So definitely just to keep pushing forward and not to, just think of all the reasons why you can't do something. I just feel like, it's like overwhelming and it's exciting and it's very, kind of nerve-wracking to just be transitioning. Because, sometimes I just see it like, even though I am older than most of like my cohort in school and potentially the people that I'll like begin, orienting with, I do feel a sense of like, since I am older, I already had like a career experience that I'll be able to take this on like easier, working with the new bureaucracy of, an organization, dealing with like a new career. I already feel kind of comfortable transitioning into a new setting just because I have that experience already compared to some people that, might be 21, 22. My bachelor's degree is in sociology, so I kind of always knew like I would have to either get certifications or go back to school for something else because, sociology is very broad. And when I was looking at like different, options, they're like, oh, maybe you need like some management experience or you have to have an actual social work degree, but mine's just sociology. So, there was just a lot of things and I'm like, well, how can I tie my sociology into something else that I will have a lot of opportunities? And that's how I kind of got to nursing. And I definitely feel like having a social work background has helped me a lot get through school. Because when it comes to like dealing with patients, that was never nerve-wracking for me. I'm like, I can talk to people. It's just, all the scientific and medication aspect of it that I struggled with more than actually interacting with others. I'm very excited and I feel like it's something that I'm passionate about. Besides like just helping people, like I've learned this new skill set of, like just human anatomy and like how to care for people and, different kind of therapies people might use outside of, just traditional like Western medicine. So it's just, I really dove into like just like, medical healthcare. So I just feel like I'm always trying to teach people something now, like how to better their lives and stuff like that, or how to, promote health. So I feel like definitely this career seems not just a job, but like more of a lifestyle, because now I'll kind of be put into that public aspect of, nurses are very respected and you should, behave and inform people in a certain way. So I just feel like, there is a bigger spotlight on me now than there was before when I was a social worker.